you are aware that before the law of attraction, there's a law of vibration.
Absolutely, absolutely.
So extenuate that for us.
Absolutely. Thank you for that question. I was hoping to talk about that.
Okay.
So, you know, a lot of people have read The Secret, and, you know, they feel like after I read a book, the law of attraction is just going to start working for me. Well, it's a law of vibration that actually precedes the law of attraction. So, you know, you might try to attract something, but if you're not in the right vibration, and what does being in the right vibration mean? It means being in the feeling of something. And I believe, Catherine, this is something you're absolutely familiar with, and you have experienced this yourself. So, you know, everything starts with your thought, right?
Yes.
Now, whatever thought you decide to entertain, you know, it creates a feeling, it creates an emotion in your second part of the mind called the subconscious mind. So your thought comes from your conscious mind. So you can decide whether you want to accept or reject the idea. So whatever you accept, it goes into your subconscious mind and it creates a feeling. As soon as you get into that particular feeling, right, that's when you start vibrating, and that's what attracts whatever it is that you're looking for.
Yes.
So I just want to go a step ahead and say that for those of you, you know, who are in a loop of stress, you know, who feel like you're in a rat race, you know, if you think you're in a rat race and, you know, life is just happening to you, the truth is that you can change the way you feel, you can change the way you think, and you can make life happen for you, you know. It doesn't have to happen to you, it can happen for you. So you can take charge of your life. And that's exactly how the law of attraction works. So you get into the right vibration and you start attracting what it is that you are looking for.
Yes. And I like something you said there, which is super important. The thoughts that you think. So, you know, half the time people tell you, think positive, be this, be that, which is great. It's difficult, but it's really important if you're to master what you're having a conversation about here, because you can, what she said is you can choose to accept or reject the thought. It has to be a habit, isn't it?
Absolutely. And yeah, again, thank you for bringing that up. So we are very confused with our thinking, you know. Our thinking is not disciplined. We are in a state of confusion. Now, we have millions of thoughts in a day. So we think we are busy, you know, because we have so many things that we are thinking about. But the question is, where are your thoughts really directed? You know, when your thoughts are not disciplined, you know, when they lack direction, and when you're in a state of confusion, you'll only get confused results. There's so many people who get the same results year in, year out, and they wonder, I'm reading so many books, I'm watching so many YouTube videos, you know, I'm talking to so many people, I listen to so many audios. But why is it that your thoughts, I mean, your results never change? It's because your thoughts do not have direction. They lack discipline. They are not directed towards your goal. I'd just like to mention something about goals. People don't even know how to set goals. You know, your goal is something that you really want. It's not something that you think you can get. You know, try and remember a time when you were a child and you told your parents, you know, that, Mommy, Daddy, I want this particular thing. And they said, but how are you going to get it? So, you know, that just limited your thinking. And you are like, okay, so let me go for what I think I can get or what I know I can get. So, you know, being a Procter Gallagher consultant, I teach people how to set goals based on what they really want. You know, always ask yourself this question. What it is that you really want? You know, it's not about what you can get or what you think you can get. What do you really, really want? And you tend to ignore that, you know, because your conditioning doesn't allow you to think beyond a certain level. So first establish what it is that you really want, and then start disciplining your thoughts in that direction. You know, don't just, you know, we want something, but we ask for another.
Or you think,
exactly
I can't get that, that's for others. That's for them. But something my coach taught me, in fact, like I was saying to you, so my first lesson with him, he said to me, what do you want? And I'm like, if I told him what I want, he would be like, me thinking, he'd be like, hey, okay. But no. So I said to him, give me time. When we meet next, perhaps I can write it down. Because he said, the person who limits you from getting what you want is you. You can get anything. And that totally opened my mind to what? Like, he said, nothing is out of reach. So people just limit themselves because it's exactly what you've said, conditioning. So you grew up knowing, or your parents just said, oh, those are for only certain classes or people live there. We can't go to this hotel. So when I sit and I say, I've always dreamt of having, say, an airline, if at all that's my passion, but then it feels like it is so out of reach. And you're saying it shouldn't, because it is a desire that can come to pass.
Absolutely. What you want comes from your spirit. You would not want it unless you are meant to have it.
There you go.
You want it because it's your spirit speaking and saying that this is what I want. And guess what? Because you want it, you can definitely have it.
Yeah.
Because it would not have come unless you are meant to, and you are able to, and you are willing to get it.
Yeah.
Yes.
Imagine that.